Assalamu alaikum pre-9 class. Hope you're all fine students. Subject Computer Science Unit number 1 Problem Solving. In the previous lecture we have studied about the examples of flowchart. Now today we are going to continue the examples of flowchart and it's on page number 10. Conditional flow in flowcharts. In the following flowcharts we studied that a flow between steps can depend upon a certain condition. If the condition is true, then the flow is different from when the condition is false. A condition is always evaluated as either true or false. Students, now we are going to study conditional flow charts in which a flow between steps can depend upon a certain condition. Either it will be true or false, and when the condition is true, then flow will be different from the false condition. In the previous lecture, we have studied about the terminal, processing, input, output and end of the flow chart. Now today we are going to start a new symbol, that is decision symbol, represented by a diamond shape. Example number 7, to determine whether a given number is odd or even. Flowchart is starting from the symbol terminal, start. Then we have the input number in the computer memory with the name of n. Then the processing step. In this step, remainder is equal to n mod 2. A value is stored in the computer memory with name n. Then mod function. Mod means to return the remainder or signed remainder of a division after one number is divided by another number, called the modulus of the operation. So we are going to evaluate that the number n is divided by 2 or not. Now the next symbol is decision symbol. We have a condition that if remainder is 0, then it will print n is even. If it is not going to fulfill the condition, remainder is not 0, then it will print n is odd. Students, in this step, if the conditional operation gives a true value, it means that n is even number, and if the conditional operation is not divisible by 2, then it will print n is odd, and then flowchart will be ended. Now here is the explanation of this flowchart. In the above flowchart, after the start step, a numeric value is taken from a user and stored in computer memory with name n. Then this value is divided by 2 and remainder is stored in memory with name rem. To calculate the remainder, mod function is applied. We perform a conditional operation to check whether n is completely divisible by 2 or not. This is done by comparing the value of remainder rem with 0. If remainder is 0, the conditional operation gives a true value. It means that n is even because it is completely divisible by 2. On the other hand, if remainder is not 0, the conditional operation gives a false value. It means that n is odd. Example number 8. To display the larger one out of the 3 given unequal numbers. Flowchart is starting from the terminal start. Then we have the input in the computer memory with the name of n0, n1, n2. Then the processing step. Here we are going to assign the value large is equal to n0, means n0 is equal to large. Then we have a decision symbol that if n1 is greater than large, here large is the n0 value. If n1 is greater than n0 or large value, if the condition is fulfilled, then the next step is large is equal to n1. And if condition will be not fulfilled, then it will goes to the next step. Now if n2 is greater than large, then it will goes to the next step, large is equal to n2. And if the condition is not going to fulfilled, then it will print large. then the flowchart will be ended. Following flowchart shows another solution to find a maximum value among three numbers a, b, c. Now we have another flowchart in which we find a maximum value among three numbers a, b and c. Flowchart is starting with the terminal start. Then we have the input in the computer memory with the name of a, b and c. Then we have decision symbols in which first one is a is greater than b. If yes, then it will go to the next step, that a is greater than c. If this condition is fulfilled, then it will give the output a, and then the flowchart will be ended. If a is not greater than c, then it will produce the output c, and then the flowchart will be ended. Now, if a is not greater than b, condition is not fulfilling, then it will goes to the next step, b is greater than c. If b is greater than c, then it will produce the output b, and then the flowchart will be ended. And if the b is not greater than c, then it will produce the output c, and the flowchart will be ended. Now open page number 12. Example number 9. To assign grade to a subject based on total marks and obtained marks. Students, again flowchart is starting from the terminal start. Then we have the input with the name of obtained marks and total marks. Then we have the processing step. In processing, as we have to find the total marks and obtained marks, so we have to find the percentage. Percentage formula is percentage is equal to obtained marks divided by total marks multiplied by 100. Now here we have a condition again, that if percentage is greater than 80, then the grade will be A plus. If the condition is fulfilled, then grade is equal to A plus, and then it will print grade and end. If the percentage is not greater than 80, then it will goes down. Percentage greater than 70, if the condition is yes, then it will print grade A, and then the flowchart will be ended. If the condition is not fulfilling, then it will goes down. Percentage greater than 60, if yes, then it will give the grade B, and then it will print grade, and then flowchart will be ended. If the percentage is not greater than 60, then it will goes down. Percentage greater than 50, if yes, then grade C will be given, and it will print grade, and flowchart will be ended. And if the percentage is not greater than 50, then it will goes down. Percentage is greater than 40. If yes, then grade D will be given, and it will print grade, flowchart will be ended. And if the percentage is less than 40, then it will goes down, and percentage is greater than 33. If yes, then grade E will be given, and it will print grade, and flowchart will be ended. If percentage is less than 33, then it will give the grade F, and then it will print grade, and flowchart will be ended. Students, you have to practice these examples of flowcharts. Take care of yourself. Allah Hafiz.